therefore said African politics need to have 100% or 75% hygiene. Upon looking the literature of the African politics and the politicians in particular, you will find out that hygiene is lacking in their politics. African politicians, each of them in their special political parties, have their own political structure, own political agendas, and that of a way forward in which they want to empower their subordinates in order to get their attentions. I therefore said the main problem of African politicians is this: ethnicity is the order of the day in African politics. When you come to my own country, the Gambia, you will find out that there are 7 ethnic groups. But in terms of politics, unionism was not the order of the day. You will only be entitled to that position or that to the portfolio in government in a sense that you own the majority of your ethnicity. And Lumumba said this: it does not matter how your son is, or what matters is how or who the person is. Meaning, no matter how beautiful your son happens to be, but your person is the very one that people look into. Your ethnicity matters. But in terms of politics, I think ethnicity should not be a thing which people should put into consideration. What matters, the idea, the mindset of that particular person needs to be treasured out. And I therefore challenge each and every politician, let them treasure their thinkings and that of their thinkers. Yeah, in the sense that our nations belongs to them. They are the very one whom should at least show us a way forward in which we can develop and in which our freedom and humanity can be rescued. And there is a very interesting thing that doubts me, which is that when politics is far approaching, this is what the politicians will do. They will go to each and every village or each and every city in that particular country in order to make a campaign for their political parties. Meaning, no matter how far the village happens to be, they must go there. Their ballot box must reach there. But when they were given the privilege in those offices, in those presidential portfolios, believe in me, they totally forget that they must have a monopoly of wisdom. That, yes, these were the people who empower us to this particular portfolio. It is through their aid and help that we were able to have this particular portfolio. But rather, and nevertheless, their development will never, ever reach to those villages, towns, cities, and the likes. I therefore challenge each and every politician to at least show people a way forward, to at least go about by its political agendas. And when they come to power, let them know that politics should be out of ruling. What must be put into consideration is that national interest. National interest should be the first thing that they should at least figure out. Yeah. And I will also say something about our National Assembly representatives. our National Assembly representatives, we said the National Assembly is the heart and soul of every nation. In that context, I therefore think and said there should not be any political interest within the National Assembly. The only thing that should be put into consideration is national interest. I thank you all.